What a lovely day.
It's all right, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's better than yesterday.
It's almost like we're filming and trying to do an awkward introduction that we never quite know how to start when there's two of us.
This happens often.
It does happen quite a
it
lot. Hello, welcome back to the channel, and as you can see, we are in sunny somewhere. I don't know how this is going to turn out. It's very windy, it keeps raining on and off, we're probably going to get wet, but I've travelled south for the first time in a long time to not quite at Marc's house, but we're not a million miles away.
No, 40 odd miles from my house, 50 miles from my house.
Absolutely. So for those that don't know, this is Marc from the Craft Beer Hub.
Hello.
And today we are going to be trying to find out which of us is the best at identifying beer, I think, and trying to answer the question in general, how much do beer reviewers really know about beer when they've not got a can to rely on? So our other halves are very kindly, in a moment, going to go in and buy us a flight each from the pub we're at. Now, the pub we're at is called, I've already forgotten.
White Horse.
It's called the White Horse, and it's basically the tap for the Little Earth project, which is basically the best of the best when it comes to mixed firm ales in the UK right now, I think it's probably fair to say. But they also host a lot of local and regional, just top tier craft and cask beer. So yeah, this is going to be interesting. We don't know what we're going to get. We've told them to make it varied.
Yes.
And yeah, basically, we're going to find out if we know anything or not. Once we've tasted them, we're going to answer a few questions. Basically, you know, what brewery do we think it is?
Yeah.
What area do we think it's from? Which is interesting because you could pick a different brewery to a different area, trying to edge your bets a little bit.
Yeah.
We're going to guess on the style. We're going to guess on ABV, and we'll kind of do like a bonus marker for kind of ingredients, let's say.
Yeah.
Not necessarily strictly hops, but hops will be prominent. But if we get something that's not very hoppy, we can say, actually, I think this is got crystal malt in it, or this, I think this is this adjunct, or something like that. So that one, I don't really know how this is going to get marked yet. But anyway, let's do the beer tasting and figure out how much either of us actually know about beer. Probably not a lot. They're here. The beer is here.
The beer
it's very
is
windy.
Here.
We don't know how it's managed to survive this far because the wind is serious. But here we go. Wow, this is interesting.
Wow, the smell.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Right then, so we're going to go. Which way do we go?
Which way do we go?
You chose that way to that way.
This way?
Although that might be
No. Doesn't really not giving anything away.
Because I would have actually said that looks the sort of the lowest lagery, and you'd start with that one. So that's actually spun my head a little bit.
Yeah, let's talk through this a minute. So yes, there's a bit more like chill on the glass with this. So that's going kind of lager territory. This looks. So I want to say this looks very pale, but it's very sparkly and a bit light. So I'm not sure.
That's too light for me.
This looks like cider, which either they've proper fobbed us off and bought a cider, or it's a mixed firm.
That was, if they have, that's sneaky.
That is sneaky. Right, let's start this end. I think this is looking the most normal. Now, I'm going to try and hold it up. We are a lot far from the camera. It's hazy, it's got a bit of head left on it. The wind's probably taken half of it away, to be fair. Oh, that's funky.
What?
I think they bought us a flight of cider. That's funky. That's mixed firm all day long.
It's quite viney. It's kind of it's floral. I'm kind of getting elderflower, gooseberry.
It's a little bit difficult in the wind outside.
Yeah, I'm
with
doing
the
this.
aroma,
I never do this. It's just got up my nose.
Me too.
Wow.
I'll be honest, my nose with mixed firm stuff is not the best.
No.
I normally just go funk and a bit
Horse blankets.
and a bit kind of mossy maybe, and like
it's slightly grassy for me, slightly floral in that sense.
Tell you what, it's got this kind of very fresh honey, almost maybe honeysuckle kind of thing going on.
I'm definitely getting elderflower, berry. It's kind of viney, bit grapey, but that could be the funk. That might not be what's in it.
It's true.
And it's probably worth saying, and we talked about it recently on one of our lives, This, I think I said, I'm not at the stage of my beer journey yet where I appreciate this beer as much as I might. Or I might do one day. It's interesting. It smells good though.
It does smell good. Let's just taste it.
Cheers, Tommy. Thanks, girls.
Cheers, everyone. Thank you very much.
Wow, that's not cider.
It's not cider. I'm getting like almost like an acidic peach thing out of it.
Still viney for me, quite drying. It's kind of got that drying, grapey, wine-like ending for me.
It has a bit. It's almost going down like the tang-fastic sweet route.
Yeah, very acidic.
Yeah. It's sweet, it's sour, it's... Malt sunglasses have left the building.
Bye-bye.
Okay. Look, I'm not the best with mixed thermal sours. I don't really... So, let's got to think about this. So what are our... We've got to choose a brewery, a location, the style, the ABV, and a bonus point for ingredients.
Right.
The 5. So...
Brewery
And
first.
I'll tell you, we'll do this in alternate.
Go on.
So the first, one of his answers first on one, and then second on the other. So brewery, you can go first.
Because we're here, I think it's Little Earth Project beer. I don't know enough about. I'm not. Do you know what I mean?
We can choose the same answers, and it would be stupid of me not to choose the Little Earth Project, given where we are. I totally agree. Little Earth Project on brewery, and I'm so confident in that on location. I'm going to say right here, which is west. Where are we? West
Edwardstone, which kind of counts as like west to mid Suffolk, near Sudbury.
Yeah,
east of Sudbury.
Right here is where I think this was made.
Yeah.
So then style, that's going to be really tricky. So this is over to you now on style.
See, this is the thing. I've now got to go and try and drag up a lot of sour, mixed firm, wild firm. I think that's a wild fermentation. I don't think it's a mixed firm. But like I say, I don't know a whole lot. Sorry about the wind.
It's windy.
I'd say a wild fermentation. I'm going to go something like elderflower, gooseberry, berry sour.
Style-wise, what did you say? What did you decide on? I want to go something different.
Wild fermentation, sour, elderflower and gooseberry.
Elderflower and gooseberry, right. I'm going to go with, I mean, it's got to be mixed firm, right? That bit's unavoidable. I'm going to go mixed fermentation. Given we were talking about it earlier, I'm going to go honey and hedgerow. I think there's some honey in there. I do.
You know what?
I think there's some honey in there.
Is there any, do you reckon there's a bit of barrel aging in that? Look at the colour, it's a bit woody. If you put your barrel aged head on. Not for you?
I know what you mean,
It's
but
got
I don't know if it's strong enough. If it has been in a barrel, I don't feel like it's been in there that long, but it could be. But equally, it could just be some sticks that they're going to put in it. So
they are literally like that here. It's brilliant.
So that's maybe, but I'm not gonna change. I think that's my answer done. We both think it's the Little Earth Project. We both think it's from here, and then we've got different answers for the third one. So the fourth one, ABV now. This is the big one. There's not a lot of alcohol burn in it.
No.
It's not rich, it's not sweet, it's not sickly.
See, what I'm fighting through is trying to break the alcohol away from that drying, you know, that sort of drying, kind of fuzzy drying
The acidic
feeling.
thing,
The acidic drying thing. I would say that's quite low. Probably about 4.5.
This is my answer first, though, isn't it?
Sorry.
But I was gonna. I was thinking, please don't say what I'm thinking. I'm gonna go 4.2.
4.2.
Yeah.
Yeah, I reckon it's around that. It's nice, very easy
You're going
drinking.
4.5.
4.5. I'm going for.
Okay. Closest point wins on that one. That's just wouldn't have done, even if it's wildly wrong. Closest wins.
Nice though.
Which I feel like I've done myself in on that actually, because there's not much.
Do you drink much mixed firm, wild firm, saison, farmhouse stuff?
Probably like 4 a year. Like really not a lot.
So we're probably on the same level with this.
Not a lot. Right then, second beer. So this looks really clear, very carbonated. These are little stubby glasses, and there's still, you're probably not going to be able to tell on camera, but there's still loads of carbonation in there. It's actually kept its head quite well.
Oh, this is giving me German lager vibes straight away.
Yeah, this is we're instantly Muniching it up in there.
Yeah.
There's a runaway child coming on set.
That's a Helles lager.
It is my turn to
Oh,
pick
sorry, I keep doing this.
It's going everywhere. Right, I'm just going to try it. Give it a leg. Cheers.
Cheers. Oh, is it?
That's got a crisp back end. I think. Okay, I've got all of my. I think I know what it is. So, point out, we've been here since last night. We had a few beers last night. We asked not to get the ones that we had more than one of, because there were a couple. But there are a couple of outliers where we had one each, not necessarily the same ones, that we might recognise. That could be the same one I had last night. So, as a result, what's the first round? Brewery. I think it's Utopian. So you either match me or go with the only other obvious answer for this place.
That's not made by these guys, though.
No, this isn't the Little Earth Project, no. No, Baybrook was the other obvious.
That genuinely could be a decent German.
Stunning. The sun's shining.
Honestly.
My head's probably getting burnt. I'm having a lovely time with this.
It's not ampersand. I know Little Earth Project and ampersand. My local brewery have got a bit of a partnership or not, an understanding going on. That's not the ampersand Feld, which is the Helles lager. It's similar. Oh, could it be? I haven't drunk Feld in a long time.
Lagging this out.
I am a little bit. I'm not going to say why I think it's Feld, because that will be the other answers, but I'm going to go with ampersand Feld.
Oh, you're giving the name of it?
Sorry, yeah. I think it's from ampersand, and the reason I think that is they've got a Helles lager called Feld.
Okay, you think it's that?
I think it's that.
Cool. So, style is the next one, and it's your turn to go first.
Helles lager.
Helles lager for you. I'm going to say this is just called lager, because it's not malty enough for Helles, and it's not spiky enough for Pilsner.
See, it's got that sweetness for the Helles for me.
Yeah, but it's not. I just think it's lager. I think it's just there's straight lager. What's the third? What is the third? Oh no, we've missed where in the country. Sorry, second one, where in the country, which is where you were meant to go first. I do apologise.
East Anglia, Dis.
And I'm going for Devon, because I do really think it's Utopian. Okay, so what's next?
That was nice though.
ABV. It's my turn to go first on this. 5.2.
Do you think it's that strong?
Yeah.
No, not for me. I think it's a whole. I'm going to go 4.2.
Ooh.
I think that's a whole percentage point lower.
Okay, interesting. I'll be honest. What I'm doing here is I'm putting all my eggs in one basket, in it being the beer that I had last night. So
True.
That's all I'm going for. So that's all our answers. Oh no, we never did the ingredient one for the other one. Never mind. We're scrapping that. It's a 4-answer quiz. So it's now a 4-answer system, because as you can tell, we are professional in our endeavours.
We is professional.
So the last beer.
Wow.
Flat as you like, thin as you like. Not golden colour, looks like a cider, smells like a cider.
Yeah.
I think we've been head on. That smells appley.
That's not funky to be, for me, that's not funky enough to be
No.
wild firm or mixed firm.
No. I think this is cider. I think they've had us on.
Do you reckon they've done us
I
up?
think they've done it. I think we've been absolutely done over here. Right, let's give it a go.
Oh my God. Not a fan of that.
Oh, hold on.
I was just concentrating on how much I don't like it.
Hold on a minute.
That's giving me varnish vibes. Is this barrel aged? Could this be a barrel aged? Because I know they do barrel aging here at Little Earth Project.
That's apple all the way through.
But then they have done crab apple.
Oh, and then the malt kicks in at the end. It's a little bit right at the end. No, that could just be some element of apple sweetness that's changing itself a bit. So whose turn is it to go first? It's your turn to go first on who made it.
My daughter's just here with some crisps. In a minute, darling. Who made it?
Who done it?
Trying to think. I know the mixed firm wild fermentation boys are in together, and that's not fruity. I think it's a mixed firm wild firm brewery, but I don't think it is as fruity enough as what Little Earth Project's beers tend to be. So I've had a bit of Little Earth Project, because one of my local bottle shops, which is now closed, Twisted Hops, with you had some, they used to stock Little Earth Project, so I have had a bit of that stuff. I think it's a mixed firm wild firm brewery that isn't. Who are we talking? You've got Mills, you've got Pasteur.
I'm not very up on my mixed firm
Nor
specific
am I,
breweries,
but
so I'm struggling. I'm going to struggle here. I have to press you for an answer.
I'm going to say Mills because Pasteur and Little Earth Project are both very heavy on fruit, and that isn't very heavy on fruit for me.
Okay.
Fruited sales, you know.
I'm going to go with, because I don't know, I'm not down with the mixed firm brewery thing at all. I'm going to say it's Little Earth Project, but a collab with someone else, and I don't know who it is.
That's a good shout.
That's my
shout.
That's my instinct. If indeed it's not cider, which is not ruled out, by the way.
No.
There's only a tiny bit. If that little bit of malt didn't kick in the end, I'd have just thrown this back at them and said, "You bought a cider, you horrible people. Why would you do it?" But so the next bit is style, and I think, how do we do? So is there any?
I think they've had us on with the cider here. I know we've talked about breweries, but obviously it's a beer focused channel, so I want to guess breweries. I think we've been done over with a cider here. You haven't. The girls are just behind camera. It's not
they're
a
saying
cider.
It's not definitely not a cider. Right. In that case, how do I? So this has definitely got loads of apple in it. Loads of apple. So
barrel aged or oak aged?
I'm not getting.
I find it really woody in the middle. Like I said, varnish vibes, but I didn't mean that.
But the thing is, if it's apples
are
apple
a bit like that anyway. Yeah.
So I'm a bit like it could be absolutely. So do we call? Is this like a mixed firm snake bite? Is where I'm like, is my head is where it's at.
You know what? I don't think you're far off of that.
I don't think this is what it will be called, but I'm going to go out on a whim. I'm going to say mixed fermentation snake bite. It's not sour.
No.
Mixed firm snake bite is my answer to the style.
Which leaves us with location.
Location. We've done this in the wrong order again, but it doesn't matter because professionalism. You've not. Yeah, your answer to style. Are you going for the same?
I'm going to go barrel aged mixed fermentation beer.
Oh, just straight up barrel aged mixed firm.
Barrel aged mixed firm, yeah.
No apple reference at all.
No.
Interesting. Okay.
I know there is apples in it, but
location. I'm going to edge my bets here, and I'm going to say it's a collab, but not done on this site. And I'm going to throw out apples. I'm going to go West Country.
That's a great shout. The home of the cider.
Somewhere in the West Country.
I have to say, when I took the first sip, and this is why it is a bit of a journey when you taste, when you take a bit more of a considered approach towards beer.
Yeah,
I'm quite liking this now. This is actually going down quite all right. Whereas before,
I don't know. Oh, we've not done ABV.
Oh,
yeah. Where?
Where,
Mark? Where? This is going to be the worst synergized video in existence. I've hardly looked at the camera, which I'm having a nice time sat out here
it's true.
Drinking weird beer.
Where? See,
imagine if one of them was from Weird Beer and I just said that.
I think that is. Can I copy you?
Yeah, you can copy. Yeah.
I think you've.
That's the whole thing about one person going first. You can copy.
But I think you've nailed it with the
West Country.
Now we know it. I tell you, now we know it's not cider.
Yeah.
And I like the collab idea.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go yes.
So
West
we're
Country.
both going West Country. Okay. So ABV, and I think it's your turn to go first on ABV.
I think that's quite pokey.
Yeah.
That's pokey for me. It's kind of got, it's definitely got a bit of burn, a bit of tingle.
It's your turn to go first.
I'm going to say 7.5.
7.8. Right then, we have sampled them all. They were all delicious. Well done, well picked, I have to say. Very different. So, can you tell us, please, what it is? And on screen, I will do the adding up as to who won them, but we can probably work it out on the fly. So, beer number one, which was this funky mixed firm that I think I said was like honey and hedgerow, and you thought was
elderflower and gooseberry, yeah. April, can you come grab her a minute? Because she's in the video at the moment.
We think so.
We don't know. That's the whole point of this.
That is Steady Hands.
At the brewery. Never heard of it.
Never.
Easy Friends. White wine barrel aged sour.
Oh, I said barrel aged and I said wine.
They all taste like wine, though.
No, they don't. It definitely gives me that viney. It gave me
You
that
did,
viney
but
thing.
you didn't lock it in as your answer.
Before you said
But well done.
gooseberry,
Yeah.
on that, you did say
Yeah, but
wine.
gooseberries are almost a relative of the grape, so I'm not a
So
million
white
miles away.
wine barrel aged sour. Okay, so brewery no one got right. We need to find out where they're from.
This is Dictionary Corner
This is
doing Dictionary Corner things, isn't it?
This is peak dictionary corner.
It is, isn't it?
I feel like during the cuts in this video, my head's getting progressively more burnt as we sit here. Right, so we got it right. So we both got a point for the brewery. Neither of us actually got a point for the description because we didn't lock that in. But novelty remark to you for
Yes.
picking out the white wine.
ABV?
So what did we both say?
I think I said 4.5, you said 4.2.
Yeah. What is it?
7.
That's
Shut
dangerous.
the front door.
You win, but by a look.
Well, no, I'm the best loser. I don't win.
That's 7%. That's fruit juice.
Flip me.
Wow.
Really?
Okay, so we both got a point for the brewery and the location. 'cause
Location,
we
yeah.
both said the same thing. We got no more points for anything
No.
else. So going into number 2, it's even Stevens at this
It
point.
is even Stevens. Other than the fact that Tom named the exact beer, it is Utopia Bohemian British Lager.
Right, apparently this was the beer I thought it was. So
Right.
you're about to get trounced here, I suspect, I'm afraid.
damn it.
So the second beer was, sorry, what was it?
Utopia Bohemian
Utopian Bohemian is the
Yeah.
name of the beer.
Crisp British Lager.
So it's okay. Do I get a point for that? Just calling it old crisp British lager?
I think so, mate. I'm not going to rob a point
Yeah,
off you. You said straight up lager. They've done
I
utopian
tell you what,
things.
I'm going to give you a note. Given the flexibility, you did point out barrel aged and white wine or wine in
Yeah.
that first one, so you get an extra point for that. I'm going to be in with. So I've got the brewery right, the name right, and you presumably neither of those two are right for you.
No, I said 4%. I don't think that utopian.
What's the? Where are they first?
They're Devon.
Which I said. Yeah.
Marc said East Anglia.
Okay. So
Percentage, Tom, you went 5.2, Mark went 4.2, and the percentage is 4.2.
ooh, so one for you.
Oh, there we go. I wasn't expecting that.
So I've raked in 3 there, and you won, but you were 1 ahead, so that puts you on 4.
You're net 1 ahead, aren't you?
I'm net 1 ahead, yeah.
And that went ahead going into the last beer then.
Yeah, okay, yes. So, the last beer. Firstly, brewery, please.
Little Earth Project.
So I get a point for that.
Yeah, I'll give you that.
So I'm now net 2 ahead, whatever the scores are. I'm 2
That's
ahead.
fine.
Yeah.
You've done me here.
It's an organic East Indian barrel-aged funky ale.
No one got a point for that.
What?
Sorry, say again.
Organic,
Organic,
East India,
East India,
barrel-aged funky ale.
barrel-aged funky pale ale. So
I call
it's
barrel-aged, but
so
I'm not
it's a
gonna- I'm not gonna
funky
start claiming.
barrel-aged IPA, in effect.
What?
Okay, so no one got a point for style. Location, we both said the West Country because it was so apple heavy.
Who made it?
Little Earth Project.
Oh, Little Earth Project. Right.
That tastes like apple juice.
That's weird.
That's never seen a hop.
IPAs are good malt heavy hop.
There's no hop in that. Not that I'm getting, anyway. Okay, so it's from here, presumably. So no one got a point for that.
Was it a collaboration or was it just on their own?
Just says Little Earth Project. I said Little Earth Project collab. We can. Okay.
Yeah, no, I'll give you that. I'll give you
Okay.
that.
Yeah.
What percentage were you both?
7.5.
And I said 7-8.
7.
So you get another
Ooh.
point.
I think you're even.
No,
Tom's ahead, one ahead.
I think I'm 1 ahead. Anyway, that's relatively speaking pretty even. We both did terribly. Beer reviewers.
I
know
don't
not-
think we did. I don't think we did. You nailed the lager.
Yeah.
That one we did terribly because that was.
I mean, we thought
I
it was
got lucky.
cider. We thought that was cider.
Yeah, first thing we thought. That one we did
Still tastes like
surprisingly
cider.
well. Honestly, that yeah.
Okay.
It feels like they've given us that.
That's way more sour.
No, it's just more this one. When it was like, what was that? 7. What was the first one? 7 odd.
Yep.
On both ends.
They were 7
Yeah,
on both ends.
okay, fair
Yeah,
play,
so
fair
it didn't
play.
make any sense.
Didn't make any sense.
So, we may or may not know anything about beer. There's the headline. I'm going to leaning towards not, but mixed firm is difficult if you're not really into it.
That's tough.
Actually, I think mixed firm is difficult anyway.
Yeah, that's too tough.
So regardless, so anyway, it was an interesting experiment. Excellent trio, ladies. Thank you very
yeah,
much.
well done. We thought you were playing sneaky games.
Yeah,
You definitely would.
you should have done. That would have been funny. But
Yeah.
don't do that. Don't do that. How much that tastes like cider and looked like it as well.
Yeah.
Like the visual, like it's flat. It's,
Was that barrel aged the last one? It was, wasn't it? Yeah, you could definitely tell, like the colour of, like.
how is it so? I don't really know what's going on with that beer. It's intriguing.
Do you know what I mean? It's got that kind of barrel aged look about it.
Yeah. Well, that's why I thought it was cider.
Yeah, true.
Thought it was cider stuff. But anyway, there you go. No idea if this video made any sense, but I hope you enjoyed it nonetheless. And I think that's everything. Head over to Marc's channel, the Craft Beer Hub, for another video from this divine place. Probably should have said, this is actually a campsite. The pub's over there. You've probably seen some shots in this video. There'll be loads of info on it on Marc's channel. But until next time, that's it. So, yeah, thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like it. If you haven't already, subscribe, if you'll be so kind. And we'll catch you next time. Cheers.
Can't do it, got no beer left.
He's got no beer left. Oh, you're stealing mine.
Cheers.
Cheers.
That's a good lager, though.
It is a very good lager.